fam, coming at you this evening, and we had a great Bible study. And if you remember, this is part three on dating. So, being single, Christian, dating, and really, what's your mindset? What is your mindset? What shapes your mindset around dating? As we said in the past videos, does the Bible shape your mindset or does the culture? And to really quickly talk about the culture and hear what the culture says. We talked about this last week. Date as much as possible, date to enjoy yourself, have a lot of sex, test drive the relationship. All right, premarital sex is okay, and shacking up is okay. And then also, over the last 30 to 40 years, we've seen a change in how roles have been defined for men and women, and more specifically in the black community, about black women being independent. I don't need a man. I'm good. Da da da. And then also black men acquiescing to that or just taking a back seat and okay, you want to take the lead, go right ahead. And also the lack of availability of black men, of good black men. Black men get a bad name being called dogs or, doing what they do. But in essence, the women have responded and they're doing what they do. And so the culture's like, there are no rules. People just wilding out, just doing what they want to do. And what's the consequences of that? Well, no one wants to get married. All right, so no one wants to get married. People are averse to commitment, and they're averse to commitment because they see all of these marriages fail. They hear that the divorce rate is 50%, and then people, prefer shacking up or just going from relationship to relationship because they don't have to be committed and or live with the possibility that they will have to get a divorce. All right. They don't want to deal with the separation of the assets, the whole financial aspect, whether it be the house, the car, the 401k, the money, the bank accounts, the legal costs, the paperwork, all of that. So, but I think most importantly, though, what the culture has done to relationships now is that because of the lack of commitment or dating with purpose or really applying a biblical worldview to relationships, it's created broken hearts. Broken hearts. And it's created broken hearts have created broken people. Okay. So, and here's my thinking. It's like I've never been one to, sleep around or have a ton of relationships. I've always been pretty much a monogamous guy, but and for the most part, I've had a purpose with my dating. But when you're dating a whole bunch of people, or let's say you don't want to get married, you know, you kind of wind up. If it doesn't work out, you can go, but then you wind up in another relationship, another relationship, another relationship, and things don't work out. Either you're treated badly, or someone cheats on you, or financial issues, or just a multitude of things that can break the relationship up. But because there wasn't that commitment, that allows for those other things to come in because I have one foot out the door, so my heart's not fully there. I'm not fully committed. So, and guess what that creates? Baggage for future relationships. So, whatever you dealt with in that previous relationship is going to come to the next relationship. And then unfairly to the person that you're with, and let's say you want to be with that person, we have a tendency to bring those things, those trust issues, and if, God forbid you were abused, but those abuse issues and all of those things into that next relationship. And so you're bringing a broken person and baggage into that next relationship. And it's really bad, especially if it's with someone you want to be with long term or be married to, as I should say. And then finally, fulfill, the relationships now just fulfill selfish wants, needs, desires. All right. It's really not about the other person. It's about, doing, what's best for me. All right. And really love is supposed to be selfless, unselfish. And because of a lack of commitment, it's about, I got to get mine. I gotta take care of me. And so here's one last thing I want to say. One profound thing that was said in Bible study. A good point that brother made. He was like, marriage is not the issue. You know what the root cause is? The real issue is people. It's our sin nature. It's our flesh. It's just the wickedness that's in us. We're human beings. We're flawed. All right. So we are in a perpetual state of sin. And it's us that makes the institution bad. But the institution itself is not bad. Let me reframe that. We are giving it a bad name, but the institution is perfect because it was made, created, mandated by God. So it's perfect in its creation, but we are just flawed people who mess it up and and who most times don't understand the requirements, the what it takes, and really the Bible teaches what it takes for a marriage to work, a commitment to work. And it's not a contract. A marriage is not a contract, it's a covenant. All right. So it's not only a covenant between you and that person, but it's between you, the Lord, and all who witnessed you get married. So, and I'm one to talk. I had two failed marriages, but I, hey, I tried. I definitely tried, but I had my own faults. I take full responsibility for my not working, but I'm not averse to getting married again. So hopefully I can learn from the mistakes that I made in my previous relationships. So I hope this blesses you. So I pray that you have been blessed, and please leave comments and send people to the channel, the Brown Table 50. Please subscribe. So thank you. Have